With a bit of a break from our usual offering of minis and books, we're taking a look at the Timodel paint shaker. Is it, as the box claims, easier, faster and smarter? Let's find out. Opening up the compact box, and inside there's all the bits you need. A plug with a pretty short cable, so you may need to use an extension lead, or you can run the shaker off 4 AA batteries. There are 3 stretchy straps that can be clipped to the shaker and around your preferred brand of paint. That stretch should accommodate the size and shape of various brands' bottles, at least within reason, going up to 50 grams or 35mm in diameter. Finally, there's the shaker itself. It's quite small, with a somewhat weighted base on it. The Timodel brand, which we may be pronouncing incorrectly, so apologies if that's the case, is from the Isle of Wight based model shop upstairs downstairs. The shaker is set to retail for just under £30, and that's a similar price to the nail polish shakers that this undeniably bears a very strong similarity to. That's not really a bad thing, they work quite well, no reason to think this wouldn't. We want to give the paint shaker a good test, so we've dragged out digital designer Mark's project box of shame and blown off the thick layer of dust on top of it. The paints here have sat around unused and unloved for years. There's a Flames of War, stone grey, and a Team Yankee hind blue that currently look pretty awful. Hopefully the shaking can fix that. There's also a foundry paint, which really still looks like a pretty great consistency, but we'll check that its shape fits into the straps. As you can see from applying the unmixed paints to paper, the stone grey and the hind blue are in a rather dreadful state. The hind blue in particular is coming out more like a watery ink of completely the wrong colour rather than what it should be. We strapped in the stone grey first and gave it a 30-second shake before we tested the result. And we then repeated it and put down some more of it on the paper. What came out was pretty good. Yes, we could have given that paint a shake by hand, but we've saved some effort and we've got a good mix. The hind blue is a sterner test. As you can see, it's really separated in the bottle. And while the first 30 seconds of the shaking do improve things, bringing it much better to the correct colour, it still needs some work. There's some separation still happening on the paper. The second shake, and we've got things to a much better consistency. The colour's also even better. So that's a paint that was in a really bad state that's been sorted out in a minute. We should point out that you can't see just how quick the shaker's actually shaking things here. It's something to do with the frames per second frequency of our video synchronising with the frequency of the shaker itself. But we can confirm that this is a really rapid vibration as opposed to the somewhat leisurely shake it like a Polaroid picture type pace that seems to be showing on the video. Clipping in the larger foundry paint and you can see there's more than enough strap room to do that. So yeah, it does what it should in that case too. We're not exactly sure if this paint shaker is smarter, but it's certainly easier and faster. And if you think that's worth about £30, then you should certainly consider adding the Timodel paint shaker to your hobby desk.
This video has been brought to you by WI Prime, Wargames Illustrated Magazine's online members club. View more videos or find out more about WI Prime by following these links.